Why is it that anytime older women try to give game to younger women, it always circles back to being about a man? No disrespect to Felicia Rashad. I respect that lady. I think she's beautiful. She's talented. She's everything. But she is a pick-me also.
God damn! Felicia Rashad was recently featured on a Breakfast Club interview, and the entirety of the conversation was actually really dope. I appreciate the opportunity to listen to older people speak about their life experiences because you can often pick up a gem or two. Nevertheless, the reason why I'm bringing it to you guys here today is that she was asked on the Breakfast Club regarding the state or the behavior of the modern woman today. And she had very interesting things to say. But even more interesting than that was the modern woman response across the internet, which I can only describe as disgusting. Let's get active on this one. Without further ado.
You came up in the era, Miss Rashad, where dignity and grace were everything. So do you ever look at how wild Hollywood is now and you just think to yourself, boy, y'all got it easy. Y'all wouldn't have got away with that in my day.
Mm. You know, you'd have to look at Hollywood. I could look at the way young ladies dress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I should have. What's the little pants?
You got your
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
elbow, shoulder over here. You want my coat?
The young ladies are so beautiful. Mm-hmm. They're so beautiful.
It's actually crazy that the host at the Breakfast Club would stop to say a dumbass joke like that when the Breakfast Club promotes the type of garb that Felicia Rashad is about to speak out against. When Felicia Rashad was growing up, the singers would wear gowns. Now they wear thongs. Let's continue.
And something has happened in popular culture, you know, and I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way. Mm-hmm. But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. Mm-hmm. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that.
More importantly.
Right?
I grew up on Method Man saying, wearing 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off. Boo.
That's right. You know, it's like there's today's designers. I mean, there's ways. You know, there are other things, and I just
leave something to the imagination.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Something for my eyes only. You know.
Yeah, but like you said, there are ways of being sexy without showing so much.
Oh, please. And that's really not sexy.
I mean, one of the most sexiest, most beautiful pictures is you. I forgot what year it was, but you got on like a basketball jersey and like some jeans, you eating some popcorn. That's an iconic picture.
The white jersey?
Yes.
That was, yeah.
That is a beautiful picture. That's like, that is the epitome of sexy.
Oh, well. I think it has a lot to do with what they see. Mm-hmm. They're emulating what they see. Yeah. See, we grew up in a time where, you know, the singers, these ladies were dressed down, darling. Mm-hmm. These women, they were wearing robes and gowns and do. Right? Mm-hmm. Well, it's a little different today.
Yeah.
She said what she said. She told not one lie. And to be honest with you, it's a damn shame that a woman that is damn near 80 years old is better looking, more easy on the eyes, more graceful than some 20 to 39-year-olds. But what I also appreciated about her words, and this is the thing, this is why I love watching these types of interviews and you're watching the game that's being played, is Felicia, who stands for modesty, who stands for traditionalism. When Just Hilarious levied the idea that you can still be sexy, Felicia Rashad clapped back in her own feminine way as to say, is that really the goal? Is the goal to be representing yourself as sexy? And then I love how they brought up the photo of her not being sexy, but still being beautiful in an old jersey from back in the day. And then adding this lemming idea that I often say on my platform, the idea that many of these women just look at the influencers and they're just following. But see, Hollywood has been corrupted, and being corrupted is maybe inaccurate. Maybe it's always been corrupted, but they pedestalize what is debaucherous because it draws the most eyes, and they don't give a goddamn what it does to the families in that community that look like the influencers that are being paid to look like pieces of shit. But you must understand to the degree of damage done within a community, within a culture, when a woman can be potentially ostracized or canceled for having a message as wholesome as what this is, but it never fails.
Why is it that anytime older women try to give game to younger women, it always circles back to being about a man?
Offended by everything, ashamed by nothing.
No disrespect to Felicia Rashad. I I respect that lady. I think she's beautiful. She's talented. She's everything. But she is a pick-me also. I already peeped the game when she was riding for Bill Cosby. I don't feel like getting into all of that. But she was on the Breakfast Club and she was talking about the way that women dress today. Now, she's entitled to her opinion. That's
wild.
Totally fine. And I was okay with the message until she said, and most importantly, no man wants a woman that dresses whatever way they were talking about. Why is that the most important element when it comes to how a woman is dressing? And why don't people understand that not all women date men? There are some women that don't date men. There are a lot of women out here that have opted out of dating entirely and don't care about what a man want to see her in. Why does everything older women say always have to go back to a man? I don't understand that. They need to reprogram their minds.
Who hurt you, ma'am? First off, let me ask you, do you think that that is natural? Do you think that it is natural for men and women to decide not to date one another into eternity, forever? I'm not talking about taking a break. Do you think that that is natural? If you think that it is, you are beyond low IQ. And in fact, if most people thought about that, that would lead to the extinction on our planet. Remember before when I said that Felicia Rashad is stunting on many of these young ass chicks? This would be a perfect example of one. And that's because Felicia Rashad leads in a degree of grace within that modesty. You, ma'am, are a bitter woman and more than likely a bitter baby mama. And the anguish that you speak from, or the hate that you derive your words from, is from your bad past experiences with men, which is now leading you not to date men into the future. You're upset because she's triggered you because it was most importantly to a man. But let's not even say that. Let's say that it's most importantly to your place of business. Would you still be mad then? Would you still be triggered if she said to the family of that man? Would you still be triggered then? Because the same logic applies. Well, none of those people will respect those that dress like they do not respect themselves. But you lose the lesson and instead go ad hominem and call her a pick-me, which is just so crazy. Conservative, modest women, no matter what you do, what you say, if you value a man, then you're a pick-me. Having class makes you a pick-me. It's absolutely absurd. Let's finish up with her comments.
They need to reprogram their minds. Like, it's 2025. We work too hard to have autonomy, always have to be connected to what a man likes and what a man doesn't like. If y'all constantly keep saying, oh, men don't like when women dress like this, men don't like when women wear their hair like this, wear lashes, wear makeup, this or whatever, and a woman is still doing those things that a man doesn't want, wouldn't that tell you that we don't fucking care?
I hate your voice.
Coco and Ice-T. She dress however she wants to dress. She do whatever she want to do. And he's been married to her for how long? There are plenty of men that don't be getting in women's business like that. They don't care about policing women and trying to control a woman's every move.
Sims.
Y'all be the ones who try to control everything y'all women do because y'all are insecure. And y'all care about the public's perception of you. And like I said, I would be totally fine with the message if she kept it about the women and themselves. But to constantly always have to bring something back to a man, it's crazy. It's getting old. It's been old.
Why so many men that begin to do great things in life leave women like this in the dust, even as far as going across the damn pond to go find one. Women like this perfectly demonstrate how deep the brain rot in regards to men that is inseminated into these modern women's minds, amplified even more so by the internet of morons that allow this shit to continue. Imagine calling a 76-year-old classy, poised Felicia Rashad a pick-me just for speaking the truth about the issue she's observed with women today. You cannot make this shit up. Go in the comment section. Women are bad-mouthing Felicia Rashad. Y'all got her word. If they talk shit about Felicia Rashad, you already know the culture's cooked, baby. I literally hate the rhetoric that comes from the generation around women's clothes. What? It's rooted in hypocrisy, hatred for women, and quite frankly, it's about policing our bodies, our shapes, and our expressions. Comments like this help you guys understand when I do the reviews on Pop the Balloon why so many of these young women go up on there, ask for a God-fearing man, and you go up on their profile, and they're half naked. It's highly weird leading these women to have limited results within their life. It's the blind leading the blind. Women like this think that they are fighting against something. Meanwhile, they'll call Felicia Rashad a pick-me when Felicia Rashad was probably born in the 1940s, where she's literally seen the transition. She was literally there for not having rights as a woman to having all of the rights as a woman, if not more so, actually being in a position to fight for rights. But y'all call her a pick-me because of her perspective on the matter. And then y'all get up on here and act like this one saying, oh, what we're fighting for. You ain't had to fight for shit. You're like 20-something years old. But it's gonna take perspectives like Felicia Rashad and strength that she shows through the monotonous bullshit that the common modern woman espouses. And she actually talked about this.
You are like the perfect image of like
Role
a
model
black
of a
woman.
mother.
So I always wondered if you felt that pressure.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Light is not heavy. Carry light. Share light. Light is not heavy.
And that's how I'm gonna leave this conversation here today. Guys, drop me a note down below. What is it that you think about Felicia Rashad being on the Breakfast Club? Did you see the whole thing or not? Let me know, guys, down in the comment box down below. Last but not least, I want you guys to join our men's self-development community. Link to it down in the description box down below. I just gave a discussion up there about how to become a millionaire in 2025. We have an active community of dope men doing dope things, and we're forming Brotherhood on there, figuring out how to push this movement forward of real education. Because just as Felicia Rashad is proving, the culture is in disarray, and it's gonna take the upstanding few to do it better, to teach better. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.